The surveyor spotted two markers, not a fight, not a showdown. A guy with his gear planted at the eastern edge of the Thompson Family Land Trust in June 2023, staring at two iron pins where the deed said there should only be one. He dialed his client. The first was the real deal, an iron pin topped with a brass cap, stamped by the Thompson family surveyor back in 1967, right where it belonged. The second? Off-kilter, with a different cap, the initials faded away. Planted about 340 acres west of the original sometime between 2001 and 2005. Shift your boundary to that fake one, and suddenly 340 acres of Thompson land vanish into someone else's plot. Eleanor Thompson drove straight back from Nashville that afternoon, parking at the eastern shore of Thompson Lake while her surveyor laid it all out. Across the water, 99 high-end lakefront houses, complete with docks and boat hoists, the whole backside of a neighborhood built on the wrong side of the line. Her family had claimed that lake since 1938. Her great-grandmother, Beatrice, a black woman buying up 1,100 acres in pre-war Tennessee, over whatever hurdles folks threw her way. She clung to it through the Depression, the war, every twist of Tennessee history since. Passed it down 4 times, to Eleanor's grandfather, her father, to her, and into the Thompson Family Land Trust. 85 years on record, crystal clear. In 2003, a developer named Harlan Brooks hired a surveyor called Victor Klein, whose license got yanked 3 years later for the same scam in 3 other Tennessee counties, to file a boundary survey that swallowed 340 of those acres into his project. Then Brooks gave himself a road easement on land he didn't own, signing off as both giver and taker. Built 99 homes, pocketed $48.2 million, shut down his company, and headed to Sarasota, Florida. He'd been kicking back there for 15 years when Robert Hayes uncovered the second marker. Eleanor didn't ring up the HOA. She called her lawyer. 11 months later, the Cumberland County Circuit Court wiped the fake survey from the books, voided the bogus easement, and affirmed the Thompson Family Land Trust as the outright owner of all 1,100 acres. The same ground Beatrice Thompson had bought on April 7, 1938. Harlan Brooks sold his Sarasota Bayfront place to cough up a $4.8 million settlement. It all kicked off with a surveyor and 2 markers at the same spot. He found the line. Eleanor drew it back. The boat ramp was my brainstorm for 3 years running. Nothing fancy, no big operation. Just a concrete slope on the eastern shore, wide enough for a flat-bottom bass boat, with a gravel loop and a little pier. Something for the grandkids in summer, something I could use anytime. Thompson Lake had been in our family since 1938, and in all those decades, nobody had put in a proper launch on the east side. The west had Grandpa's old dock from the 1940s, still holding up, but the east had deeper water and easier pull-in from the county road. I've been putting it off since taking over the Thompson Family Land Trust in 2019. Life gets in the way, the trust docks, taxes, fence fixes, timber care on the north acres. 1,000 little jobs that go with stewarding 1,100 acres in Tennessee's Cumberland County, keeping it the way your great-grandma wouldn't know it. By June 2023, I'd cleared the decks enough to get started. Robert Hayes had been my surveyor for 6 years. He did the full boundary check in 2019 when I stepped in. Every side, every marker pinned down and snapped. He was thorough, the type who chased down mismatches like puzzles, not footnotes. He kicked off the Easter boundary on a Monday in June. I was in Nashville meeting the trust money guy when my phone buzzed Tuesday afternoon. Mrs. Thompson. His tone was measured, the kind I'd come to spot after 6 years. The voice of a pro who's hit something off and is picking words carefully. I'm at the eastern boundary. There's a monument that doesn't match your deed. That sharp focus hit me, the kind a retired civil engineer feels when a site measure clashes with the blueprint. What do you see? 2 monuments where there should be 1. The first fits your 1967 survey. Iron pin, brass cap, Thompson stamp, set per the plat. The second's 340 acres west. Different setup, different cap. Weathering says 2001 to 2005. I ran the math in my head. Civil engineers don't quit geometry just because they're out of the game. 340 acres shifted west from our 1967 marker. Somebody had redrawn the line. The 1967 one's spot on with your deed, he said. Checked against the original and the 1989 resurvey. It's right where it ought to be. Pause. The second shouldn't be there. And the ground around it looks like official work, not some stray pin. I'll be there in 2 hours. I barreled back from Nashville on I-40, mind locked on sizing up the mess before plotting the fix. Eastern Lakefront in June. The lights stretching golden over Thompson Lake, the water mirroring the sky, that Cumberland blue-green shifting with the clouds. 85 years our family had this lake. Great-Grandma Beatrice bought the 1,100 acres in 1938, the whole lake wrapped inside. Took real grit for a black woman in pre-war Tennessee to pull that off. I'd grown up here, swam these waters, learned plats at Grandpa's kitchen table. I knew every inch. Robert waited at the boundary. He'd flagged both pins with orange tape. The 1967 real one and the fake, 340 acres apart, both in sight. He walked me through. 1967 pin, brass cap, stamped clear, coordinates dead on. The fake, iron pin, odd cap, no initials left, weathered but deliberate. Use the fake as your east reference, and poof, 340 acres of our trust land folds into whatever you're mapping. Robert fired up his laptop. He dug into Cumberland County's deed database already. 2003 boundary survey filed by Brooks Development LLC for Lakeshore Estates. He spun the screen. Check the east coordinates. I did. The 2003 survey pegged the fake marker as east boundary. The parcel it drew included everything from fake to real, 340 acres of our land called Brooks's. I stood there a long beat. The lake spread out, eastern shore bending north-south, water catching late sun. And across, rooftops, docks, boat lifts, 99 luxury homes, decks facing the water, backsides peeking from our angle. Built on what my deed called mine. He built houses on our land, I said. Robert stayed quiet. Then, and something else, he pulled road records. I glanced north along trees. There are roads on our property. The whole stretch. Easement filed 2003, same year. Brooks Development as grantor. Pause. Mrs. Thompson, grantor and grantee are the same outfit. Brooks granted to Brooks on land Brooks didn't own. I turn it over. Harlan Brooks filed a phony survey in 2003, gobbling 340 acres of our land. Then self-granted an easement on it. Void from the jump. Built the road, serving 99 homes. Sold out, cashed in, dissolved in 2009, Florida-bound 20 years back. Those homes stood 20 years. Families there nearly as long. Titles insured, mortgages paid, kids raised. And the land under them, the road they drove? Thompson Family Land Trust since April 7th, 1938. I stared at the boundary. Great-Grandma Beatrice heard from who knows how many that a black woman couldn't hold that much land in 1938 Tennessee, that it'd slip away. She held on through Depression, wars, decades rough on black landowners. Passed to Grandpa, to Dad, to me via trust. 85 years unbroken. And Brooks shifted the line in 2003. Not by buying, not legally, by filing a fraud with a license stamp. A stamp from Victor Klein, who'd lose his license in 2006 for the same tricks elsewhere. Eyed the lake once more, then phoned. Michael Reynolds had been my property lawyer 4 years, a fraud expert in Nashville, tipped by engineering buddies with boundary beefs. He picked up third ring. Michael, pull everything on a 2003 boundary survey by Brooks Development in Cumberland, and a road easement same year, same filer. Pause. Somebody faked a survey, moved our east boundary 340 acres west. I'm at the real 1967 marker now. Silence. How long on record? 20 years. 99 homes on the flip side. Longer silence. And the road? Self-granted on land they didn't own. Only way in for all 99. Michael went quiet, the lawyer way in quiet. I'll grab records tonight. Send Robert's notes and pics. Within the hour. Eleanor, this is big. I know. I glanced at the 99 rooftops across my lake. Great-grandma bought this in 1938, held through Tennessee's pushback. Past 4 generations to me. Brooks moved the line in 2003, built on wrong side. I was moving it back. Michael rang Friday morning. 4 days digging. Cumberland deeds, our full chain from 1938, Brooks's 2003 filing, easement docs, Brooks LLC corporate, Klein background. I sat at the kitchen table with coffee and Grandpa's 1938 abstract. Habit since 2019. Review chain like a doc scans history on a new symptom. 85 years, clean transfers, boundaries firm, taxes paid. Title built over generations. One fraud away from tangle. Title chain first, I said. Thompson Trust unbroken from April 7th, 1938. Every doc recorded, transfer clean, taxes documented. Independent examiner confirmed. Pause. Eleanor, your title to all 1,100, including the 340 Brooks claimed, never lapsed. Continuous, on record, solid. Klein stamp. Michael's tone shifted, confirmed from sources. I set coffee down. Klein did this statewide. 3 cases before Cumberland. By revocation, Brooks's work sat 3 years. Homes built 2004 to 2007. By Klein's license loss, 99 families lived past his line. Harlan Brooks. Brooks Development, LLC, 1999, Harlan sold. Bought 180 acres legit next to your east in 2001. Not disputed. Pause. 2003. Fake survey, self-easement. 2004 to 2007. Built/sold 99 homes. $48.2 million gross from deeds. $48 million on a lie. Easement. Doc 20003-07841. Grantor/grantee, both Brooks. Precise why void. Easement needs distinct parties. Grantor with title. Brooks had none. Your title held. Filed claim on your land as basis for self-grant. Void ab initio. No legal force. Roads trespass 20 years on paper, never valid. I gazed out at the lake, morning light on Thompson Lake. Easter shore from the house. The curve great-grandma walked, grandpa walked, I walked since knee-high. Shore developer claimed in 2003, sold as Lakefront perk. Current values? Papers rustled. 99 homes, average $620,000, range $480,000 to $890,000 by lot/lake frontage. Total value on your land, $61.38 million. $61 million on our 340 acres. Access via void easement over our 2.1 miles. Title insurance? Every homeowner has one from closing. 3 carriers. Meridian, 61 homes. Continental, 24. First American, 14. Pause. I thought on insurers. Policies guaranteeing clear title to homes on fraud. Now triggered by our claim. Their headache. Mine's reclaiming land. Michael quiet. Drafting HOA notice today. Certified to HOA address and lawyer. What asking? Immediate meet for resolution. Frame cooperative. Trust knows hardship for innocent owners. Committed to fair fix. Goal. Set legal facts. Negotiate from there. If no meet, file quiet title. Trespass. Let courts set facts. Pause. HOA likely fights. Their lawyer advises that defend community stake. Patricia Monroe, ex-marketing exec, HOA Pres 5 years, known for media plays in Cumberland HOAs. Goes public before legal. Send it, Michael. Our family's held 85 years. Chain clean. Fraud proven. Klein revoked for same. Brooks took $48 million Florida. Patricia can post what she wants. Date S the deed. Notice out June 19th. For pages, plain with sites. Thompson Trust, fee simple since 1938. Spotted 2003 fraud absorbing 340 acres. Void easement for Lakeshore Drive over trust land. Request meet with Lakeshore Estates, HOA, for fair fix. Honoring our ownership and homeowners' good faith. Delivered June 21st. Patricia's reply, June 28th. 2 paragraphs. Disputes all claims. Community occupied lawfully 20 years. Will defend vigorously. Signed by Crossville firm handling county HOAs. Michael called with summary. No meat. No survey nod. No substance. Pause. Check Lakeshore, Facebook. Public group, 340 members. Patricia posted June 27th, day before reply. Long. Community alert. Nashville lawyer claims our 20-year homes on others' land. Road not ours. Unknown trust owns what we thought ours. 8 paragraphs. Call us land grabbers. Quiet title as home theft. Photo of Lakeshore Drive, homes, kids' bikes. What they want to take. Closed. We won't let it. Here, 20 years. We belong. Fight for every family. 847 reacts, 203 comments, 412 shares. Local news grabbed it. Cookeville TV. Cumberland HOA in property fight. 30 seconds Patricia on camera by her lake home. 99 families at stake. Bought good faith, now told maybe not own. I read twice, scanned comments. Fear, anger from families with net worth in compromised homes. I got it. Didn't brush off. They weren't Brooks. Bought honest, mortgaged, raised kids clueless on 2003 fraud. Fear real, but didn't alter 1938 deed. Called Michael. She went public. Saw. TV circulating. Pause. Gets louder before legal quiets. File quiet title. And public response to same outlets. What say? Thought on Beatrice buying 1938. Banks saying no. Grit holding through history. Brooks's $48 million, Sarasota. Patricia's bike photo, land grab call. Truth. All. 1938 deed. Klein revocation. Void self-easement. Brooks's $48 million, Sarasota address. Not land grab. Defending 85-year title versus 20-year fraud. Developer left 99 to face. Quiet title filed July 2nd. Public statement same day. By evening, story had balance. Words like Klein revocation, void easement Sarasota in mix. Comments on Patricia's post shifted. 3 actions in complaint. 48 pages, airtight. Quiet title. Declare trust owns all 1,100. Expunge fraud survey. Void easement. No grantor title. No effect. Trespass. 20 years road use on void dock. 10-year limit for continuing. Recent 10 at market rate. $380,000. Filed public July 3rd. Patricia ready. TikTok up 7:14 p.m. Deck filmed. Thompson Lake backdrop. Summer glow making it fight-worthy. Composed. 99 families at stake. Not corp developer. Families built lives here. Now paperwork could strip it. For 20 long. No Klein, Brooks, 85-year D versus fraud. Ended with kids. Grown on lake. Don't get why someone takes home. 340K views, 48 hours. Local/regional news. Nashville, 3 minutes. Patricia Lake Sheeran Cumberland Trust threatens 99 homeowners. Phone rang 3 days. Reporters, neighbors, assemblymen, aggregators. Unknown call skipped. Others. Trust holds since 1938. 2003 survey fraud. Easement self-grant on no title land. Not grab, defending versus fraud. Refer to Michael. Michael's statement distributed. Cumberland Chronicle op-ed, July 8th, under my name. Facts sequenced. 1938 deed. Chain, 1967 marker, 2003 fraud. Klein 2006 revocation, same in 3 counties. Void easement. Brooks, $48.2 million. Dissolved 2009, Sarasota waterfront. Final. Trust didn't put 99 here. Brooks did. Held 85 years. Asking what's laws always said. Our land, legit agreement for users. Comments shifted post-chronicle. Sympathy for 99 stayed, deserved. But aggressor narrative cracked. Questions. Where's Brooks? Klein? If 1938 chain, why grab on land? HOA response July 28th. Adverse possession, necessity, estoppel. Michael predicted. We prepped. Arguments for delay, Pressure, not win. Delay Patricia's play. Media pressure, litigation drag till I settle easy. Make judge feel weight ruling versus 99 for black woman with old deed. 30 years engineering, I knew pressure, but knew my ground. 1938 deed, 1967 marker, Klein revocation, void easement, clean chain. TikTok views don't rewrite deeds. Patient through July, August. As quiet title inched. In September, how long if fight all? 18 to 24 months, longer appeal. Road runs on void meantime. Yes. HOA tells members defending while Brooks in Sarasota. Trajectory. Gaze from kitchen at Lakeshore Drive, county end visible. 2.1 miles over our land. Daily, 99 households drove it. Patricia called us problem. Michael, Tennessee notice for closing road on void easement. Quiet, seeing angle. 30 days, written to parties. Certified HOA, emergency services. 30 days. Emergency access maintained. Draft. Eleanor, HOA had 3 months meet. No. Lawyer, 3 delay motions. Patricia, 47 posts on our land. No call for access deal. Pause. Offered fair. Release docs so residents get Brooks did. Response. Media, delays. Community disrupted? Disrupted day Brooks filed fraud. Not me. 30 days more than law. Notice out September 15th certified. Trust closing Lakeshore effective 30 days. Emergency notified. Gate code given. Willing negotiate permanent easement fair terms anytime. 30 days. HOA 2 motions, Patricia 14 posts, state rep letter urging reconsider aggressive versus innocence. News segment Patricia at entrance calling closure cruelty to community. No call for meet. No easement proposal. No Brooks wrong nod. October 16th morning, day 31, I drove to Lakeshore entrance. County Highway Junction, gravel pull-off, Lakeshore sign, tree gap to 2.1 miles over trust land. Gate fabricated crossville, 16-foot galvanized, heavy hinges for ranch toughness. Robert set posts 3 days prior. 6-inch steel and concrete at boundary. Swung closed. First lock, padlock on latch. Second, chain through frame/post, separate padlock. 2 signs, Thompson Trust, no trespassing, orange-black, visible far. Step back, 1 gate, 2 locks, 2 signs. 2.1 miles beyond. 99 homes end. Snap pic for records. Logged 8:47 a.m. Drove home. Phone started 9:15. Didn't answer. I'd maintained those culverts since 2019. Walkland on takeover. Noted needs. 3 creek crossings on list year 1. Crossing 1. North. 36-inch corrugated under gravel. Briar Creek. 2003 original by 2019 corroded downstream. Joint gap, upstream sediment. Cleaned 2019, patched 2021. Replaced 2024 scheduled. Crossing 2. Middle, similar, better, east bank erosion watched. Crossing 3. South, low water, undersized pipe for floods. Backed up wet seasons, water overrode. Maintained all. Land stewarding. Beatrice knew, Grandpa, Dad. Trust land stayed, good by obligation. Close gate, October 16th. Stop culvert upkeep. Not tactic. Fact. No duty maintain trespass at trust cost. HOA 20 years dues, budget for road. Resources, contractors. If maintained during closure to resolution, request access deal. No request. First rain November 7th. Southwest system, steady 36 hours. For 0.2 inches at gauge. Robert drove by November 10th, called, crossing one's out. I went November 11th. Marginal since 2019, deferred replace. For 0.2 inches backed upstream, pressured fill blue. Road collapsed 2 feet deep, 14 feet wide, full lane/shoulders. Downstream pipe in creek 6 feet below, off head wall. Impassable. Vehicle dropped 2 feet into creek, no surface. Photograph 6 angles, logged. Culvert failure, no repair pending resolution, home. 2 weeks later, November 24th. 2.8 inches 18 hours. Crossing 3 backed, pushed water, found weak shoulder. South gave, then upstream fill. Similar washout. Full width, 2-foot drop, pipe displaced. 2 impassables on 2.1 miles. Gate or no, road undrivable. Patricia called November 26th. Answered. Voice controlled, PR mode 4 months, now facing unPRable. Mrs. Thompson. Formal. The road. Washouts. 2. People trapped. Ms. Monroe. Emergency access open. County services notified pre-closure, have code. Emergencies can't cross 2-foot drops. Gate at county end. Enter. Proceed passable. North development before 1. Full access. South. Assess like rural flood. You must fix. Maintained 4 years trust expense. 3 events since 2019 logged. Pause. Road on trust land via void. No obligation maintain and used road for no agreement parties 4 months. You're letting wash away deliberate. Expected. Not maintaining trespass. Difference. Destroy versus decline repair on dime. Untouched since October 16th. Nature did. Marginal. 2024 replace planned. Plan off. People have kids, jobs. Can't leave. People left 20 years on our land, no valid easement. No pay, no own acknowledgement. Level. Offered permanent easement. Meet. Interim access anytime, 4 months. HOA, motions, media. Silence. What want? Direct, honest first time. Meet. Michael's office. You, lawyer, authority negotiate permanent recorded easement, fair compensated. All ever wanted. She didn't bite direct. Talk lawyer. Good. Hung up. Michael called next morning. 3 attorneys contacted. Not HOAs. Title insurers, Meridian, Continental, First American. Homeowners claim post-quiet title. Files open, counsel retained. Pause. Eleanor, dual duty. Defend policyholders, but no indefensible titles. They know. Meridian lead direct. Reviewed chain, 1967 marker, Klein revocation, self-easement. Assessment. Fraud indefensible, trust prevails. Pause. Asked negotiate global. Land/road package protecting policyholders forward. Practical. Permanent ground lease/easement 340 acres/road. Long-term, documented, insured. Fund via policy duties. Subrogate Brooks separate. Go after Brooks. 3 companies, $61.38 million exposure, pursue cause. Pause. Harlan Brooks, tough, year, Sarasota. Gazed at lake, late November light. Easter Shore bare, water gray-green. Lakeshore rooftops, through branches. Tell Meridian negotiate. Direct with Michael. Fair easement road. Long-term ground, lease 340, recorded, insured. Patricia participate or post. Insurers settle regardless. I'll call. Michael. Insure understand. No settle quiet title. Expunge fraud survey. Court confirmed trust ownership permanent. Settlement post-confirmation access. Not if. Understood. Deeds deed. Summary judgment hearing January 14th, 2024. Michael filed December post-washouts. Insurers contact. For months Patricia media. No HOA offer. Motion. Facts undisputed. Law resolvable no trial. Facts. Trust fees simple since 1938. Chain certified. 2003 survey by Klein. Revoked 2006. Same fraud 3 counties. Described 340 acres no transfer. Easement self-grant no title. HOA brief 41 pages. Adverse. Necessity. Estoppel. Michael replied 11. Facts clean. Judge Evelyn Carter. 19 years Cumberland bench. Michael. Patient facts. Short sympathy over law. Attended. Room packed. Unusual civil. Dozen residence gallery. 3 insurer attorneys separate table. Patricia by HOA lawyer composed. HOA argued 40 minutes. Adverse. 20 years open use prescriptive. Necessity. 99 families, $61 million. Hardship outweighs tech claim. Estoppel. Trust new slash should 20 years silence implicit okay. Judge listened. Reviewed file 4-minute silent. Counsel adverse requires hostile possession under right claim. No owner permission. Trust title never gone. Fraud clouds, not transfers. Title intact, whole period. Set brief. Can't adverse from owner title intact. Hostile needs displaced didn't. Fails. HOA. HOA no fraud knowledge. Knowledge culpability, not use character. Use trespass, not adverse. Fails. Necessity. Court sees real hardship 99 good faith buyers. Not minimize. Looked up. But doctrine for inequity from owner conduct. Hardship Brooks fraud, not trust enforcement. Trust didn't place. Developer $48 million Florida did. Set brief. Can't shift third-party fraud to innocent owner. Estoppel. Needs representation relied on detriment. Trust no rep, unaware, 20 years. Can't waive, unknown infringement. Close file. Look tables. Defenses dismissed. Judgment trust, quiet title. Signed. 2003 survey declared fraud void. Register expunge, annotate. Easement void ab initio, no grantor title. Trust sole owner 1,100 acres per 1938 chain, including 340/road. Room hushed. Sat gallery, I'd order. 85 years title. Court confirmed 19 minutes. Michael filed Sarasota, February 3rd. Harlan Brooks, 74. 4-bed Bayfront, $1.9 million assessed. Investments, $890,000. 40% Marina, $410,000. Florida assets, $3.2 million. Claim, survey fraud. Directed Klein history fraud absorb, 340. Title fraud. Self-easement false access. Unjust, $48.2 million from 99 on fraud. Damages $61.38 million plus 20-year trespass market. Served February 12th. Florida lawyer called 14. Client resolution talk. Lived Sarasota, 15 years. Thinking distance insulated 2003. Dissolved, sold Tennessee, Bayfront fraud passed. Not expected Roberts, 2023 fined. Not Michael's Sarasota file with judgment. Not 3 insurers, $61.38 exposure subrogating. Negotiations 6 weeks. Brooks liquid $3.2 million. Home for sale, net $1.6 million post-exemption. Investments $890,000. Marina distress $310,000. Total $2.8 million. Liability insurer tail $2 million post-haggle. Settlement $4.8 million. Not full fraud cost, but process max in 60 days. Signed March 28th. Sold Bayfront, Bradenton Rental. $4.8 million. $2.1 million trust direct fraud/trespass. $2.7 million insures partial versus exposure. Fund road/settlement costs. Insurer talks parallel since November. Laura Bennett, Meridian lead, 22 years claims, weekly Michael since November. Precise, no sentiment, motivated policyholder protect. Continental/first join December. 3 insurers, 99 holders, 1 trust, attorneys, framework built December. January judgment clarified. March Florida funded. April ready. Package, permanent easement Lakeshore, 30-year renewable, annual $18,400 market. Recorded, insured. Ground lease 340 acres, 50-year renewable, rent negotiated 3 weeks patience. Individual leases each homeowner, plain summary, insured. Remediation fund road, washouts/crossings contractor Mayweather. Restore summer. Signed April 15th, recorded 17. New policies 22, leasehold covering ground, replacing worthless fraud-based. Road crew May 6th. Patricia, not in negotiations. Invited November. Declined via counsel, not legitimize claims. Insurers did without. Late April resident meeting, separate counsel group, 4 hours. Laura presented. Michael Q&A. Questions expected from 10-month threat to assets. Vote accept. 94-5. 5 included Patricia. May HOA election. Patricia 8 votes. New Prez Edward Grant. Early negotiation caller. 91. Road done May 19th. Crossville firm. 2 weeks. 1/3 full replace. Proper pipe, concrete heads, compacted gravel. 2. Repair, stabilize, clear. Post-work, road best since 2003. Thompson stewardship look. Removed gate, May 20th. Not wrong. Legal from install. Removed because settlement recorded. Easement legit first time. Post stayed. Practical good footings. Crossbars/hinges off. Post at entrance. Reminder. Edward called post-election. Measured. Honest post-mess resolve. You weren't Prez then. Am now. Association gets ground lease meaning. Who owns will honor spirit negotiated. All ever asked. Final tally. Brooks, $4.8 million. Trust $2.1 million direct. Insurers $2.7 million partial. Covered road/legal. Insurer package added $2.1 million trust via duties/Brooks slice. Total trust $4.2 million. Not full. 20-year cloud. Unpaid use. 10 months suit eating year. But process yield. Fraud survey expunged April 17th. Register annotated. Void fraud. Expunged court order January 14th, 2024. 1938 deed by Beatrice stayed put. Granddaughter Sophia visited June 17, junior year, set on law. Followed Lakeshore from start. Her inheritance, right to know defending cost. Walked Eastern Lakefront Saturday, June Cumberland. Lake full, blue-green summer, high spring rain. Eastern Shore lush, private, true self. 1.1 miles Beatrice owned since 1938. Brooks claimed 2003. Court returned January. Ours always, now documented ironclad. Sophia, beside quiet. My mom's comfortable silence trait. Stopped at North Curve, full Lakeview. Lakeshore rooftops through trees. Afternoon light, Tennessee, June magic. Grandma, feel bad, closing road. 99 families. Waited for it, from honest follower. Gate disrupted innocence, no fraud. Felt responsible. 4. Not letting 20-year fraud permanent by nothing. Pause. Gazed lake. Closing uncomfortable, but open on void. Another year, 5-10, real harm them/land. Sophia, eyed far shore. Patricia said land grab. Wrong facts, right fear. Fear real. 99, uncertain title scary. Facts. Not taking. Holding since 1938. Pause. Sophia far shore. They're still there. Always would be. Question. Legit docs protect transaction/dispute? Have now. Didn't before. Brooks insured. Quiet longer. Then right question. 17. Already sharp. What great-great-grandma see in land? 1938 Tennessee. Gaze Thompson Lake. Water, light, 340 Eastern acres claimed 20 years. Return court. Western Grandpa dock patched, older than most county builds. Lake fully ours. Something worth holding. Sophia gazed long, nodded slow. Answer years to unpack, but true now. Stood Eastern Shore till light shifted. Eleanor Thompson's family owned 1,100 Tennessee lakefront acres since 1938. 2003, Harlan Brooks filed fraud survey absorbing 340, built 99 luxury homes on no-owned land, took $48 million from 99, Sarasota. Eleanor learned 20 years later planning launch. Didn't call HOA, called lawyer. HOA no negotiate, media instead. Eleanor closed road, stopped culverts. 2 rains did rest. Cumberland Court summary judgment January 2024. Expunged fraud, voided easement. Confirmed trust sole owner 1,100. Same Beatrice 1938. Unchanged 85 years history. Harlan sold Sarasota. Bayfront Fund $4.8 million. Patricia 8 HOA votes. Thompson family held Lake 85 years. Patricia learned what owner deciding to enforce looks like. What do you think about this story? Share your thoughts in the comments below, especially on themes of injustice and standing up against wrongdoing in life. Take a stand and let me know your perspective.